Back in this video, we're going to take a look at adding colors to your objects. And what this involves creating materials and assigning materials to your meshes. Like we mentioned before, your 3D model right now is just being colored like gray, black, white, gray scale here. You can see that really your model is just this. It's just a mesh, right? This is called the wireframe. Now, what you technically do on top of these wires is we basically take like a piece of cloth and we wrap it around, and they call that cloth a material. And so what we want to do is we want to create the materials, assign them to objects, and then we'll switch from viewport shading of solid. We'll move up a notch to viewport shading material preview. Will actually let us see our materials. So let's just get started with some quick coloring here. So I'm going to start with this thing here. I'll start with our little cylinder thing. And over here on the sidebar, I'm just going to slide this up a bit. You're going to see we have all these little tabs. And you'll learn about a bunch of them. But the one for today is down here at the bottom, is the Material tab. So when you have the Material tab selected, you can see here that our cylinder, which is named Cylinder 1, has no materials. So what we're going to do is you're going to click to add a new material. Now, if by chance you actually do have a material in there, like it looks like, give me 1 second here. It looks like this. You could always just use this material because you already have one. And if you just want to get rid of it, you could always say, no, take that material away. Now, most of you, it should just be blank. So let's add a material. We'll click. Whoops. Let's just say new. It makes a material in there. And you can see with that material, you have all these things you can set. You have a lot of menus here, right, that can open up and shut. We're only going to really be concerned with one setting, and that's the base color. So let's just click on the color, and let's say I want to make that one like some shade of blue. Okay, that material's blue. Now technically, my cylinder should be blue. How come I'm not seeing this blue material? Probably you guessed it. We're not in the right viewport mode. So let's move up a notch here and let's go to Material Preview. And once you're on Material Preview, you're going to see it do this. Now, you'll also see everything gets really white. We'll explain that in a minute. Let's go on to color a few other things here. Let's say I take the ball, new material, pick the color, red. Perfect. Let's take the monkey, new material, color. I don't know, we can do some sort of gold here. You can also see when you're picking the color, you have the tint. So those that don't know, brown is just orange. That's a little darker. And you can keep going like that, right? If I want to take my ground, new material, and let's say I want this one just to be more dark, you can pull that down, maybe make it a dark whatever. I'm not going for perfection here. Now, what happens if you want to use a color that already exists? Like you say, well, this one is red. I want that to be the same red. Here's what you do. You select your object, and you're going to see here, no materials. Instead of making a brand new one, don't do that. Just drop here, and this will have any pre-existing materials you've made. And you can select the red. Now, because this one's using material 3, and this one is also using material 3, if you change one of them, you are changing that material. Okay, so that's just a little note there. It's not a bad thing, but just you're aware of that. If at any point you don't want it to be sharing the exact same red, okay, you could click this one, and you'll see here there's a 2 here. It's letting you know 2 objects are using this material. If you want this object just to have its own red material, you can click that. And it's renamed it Material 6. So it's still red, but it's its very own. So now if you change the red a bit, you can see that just that one is changing. Okay, so that's not a bad little feature there. If we take this one, I want the same blue, drop it down, pick the same blue. So this is the basic idea with coloring. Okay, I mean, pretty fast and easy, right? To set that up. And I won't color everything here, but let me just sort of leave it at this. That's your basic coloring. Now, why did everything get a really bright white? Well, everything became really bright white because there's a few little settings in your world that you can set that control the lightness and the brightness. And I won't go into too much detail here, but when you're in this setting here of material preview, you can drop this little thing down here and you can see I can, usually you'd want this checked, scene world. It's saying use the lights that have been put in the world. If you don't check that, it just sort of makes the world bright. It's giving you like some lighting already. But if you say scene world, the only light that's lighting your stuff up is this light bulb here. So you can see if I actually grab that light bulb and I go GZ, if I move it away, things get darker. If I move it closer, it gets brighter. We're going to be talking about lights in another video, like 2-3 videos away. So don't worry about it for now. So whichever setting you want, whether you like it like this or this, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's going to work out okay for you. Okay. That's basically what the coloring. There'll be one little other video on coloring coming up, but that's pretty good for now. That's the basics.